Hello class 11 students, now I am going to start your next chapter number 9, that is sorting algorithm, execution of program and errors. There are three concepts included in this chapter. So let's start it with the sorting algorithm. First you have to know what do you mean by sorting and what do you mean by algorithm. Sorting is just a technique to rearrange your data in ascending or descending order, whatever way you like. An algorithm is just a step-by-step process to implement or to solve any problem. Again, I am repeating, sorting is just the rearrangement of your data either in ascending or descending order as per your wish. Algorithm is a simple process, or you can say step-by-step process to solve any problem in a specific way, that is known as algorithm. So sorting algorithm is just a step-by-step process or some instructions set here to rearrange your data in a particular format. It can be in ascending or it can be in descending order. So most common orders are in numerical or lexicographic order here. So importance of sorting lies in the fact that data searching can optimize to a very high level if data is sorted in a sorted manner. If we have sorted data, so it's very easy to find out largest number or the smallest number in any list or sequence which is given by the user. So there are some sorting techniques we are discussing as per your syllabus. There are two sorting techniques. First is bubble sort and second one is insertion sort. So what do you mean by bubble sort and what do you mean by insertion sort here? Let's see. Here in both the sorting techniques we are just comparing the elements over there and then swapping all these elements till we don't have sorted order list at last. So these are the algorithm instructions here. Before that we have to just mention that we are using here functions. So what do you mean by function here? Function is a self-contained block of statements which can be reusable by the user in the program. So it is just simply a set of instructions with a name, you can say. Again I am repeating, function is just a set of statements which can be in the form of a block or with a name, and you can call that function in a program in anywhere whatever you like. That means if the function is returning, then you will have to take print statement or otherwise any temporary variable to hold the result. Or if the statement function is non-returning, so there is no need of temporary variable, you have to just call it with its name. So let's see how can we do it. Syntax we are using to create any function, that is def. Def is the reserved word to define the function, that means definition of the function. So function name is bubble sort and the arguments which is having as a list. We were talking about list in our previous chapter, that was a data type, a kind of a sequence we are passing here as the argument. So there are three things. First is def, the reserved words for the defining function. Second one is name of the function. Third one is arguments, and arguments this time, that at the time of definition, arguments are known as formal arguments or formal parameters, and at the time of calling our function we are just passing the actual parameters or actual arguments over there. So let's start with the colon symbol because we are here creating a block. Now the next statement is hash, swap the elements to arrange the order. Hash symbol is used for the comments, so it is just for the documentation purpose. This line is not going to be executed in any way, so it is just for simply understanding of the user. So what we are doing here, we are just swapping the elements. How can we do it? Let's see. First for loop we are taking here for iter num. Iter num is a temporary variable in range. Range function we are using here. Length of list minus 1 to 0, then minus 1. Reverse order we are taking here. So length of list, let's suppose we are taking here any list So number of elements is the length of the list. We are taking -1 of that, and it will go to the 0. That means in descending order we are just swapping all the elements over there, and we are using -1 because we are going to reverse. So step value we always take here -1. Now again we are taking here colon symbol for proceeding the next for loop. We are taking here index in range iterum. That means whatever value we are taking in iterum, it would be the value for range. So how can we do it now? If list of index is greater than list of index plus 1, that means at first time iterum will take here, for example list we are taking here this one. So how many elements we are taking here? 8 elements we are taking here. So here is the value of 7. So iterum will take here 7. Now this time iterum here range will consider here 7. So index is taking here 0 to 6 as elements over there. So now here is 0th element, list of 0th element, that is 19. It is compared with the 2, that is this one. If this one is greater than this one, so what we do here, temp is a temporary variable here, index list of index, that means list of 0. That means this element would go to the temporary variable here. Now at this position 2 will come, and this element will go at the place of 2. Here these three statements are defining these symbols here. So here 2 and 19 would be displayed like as. Now the next time for loop will be run here. Now index value would be 1. Now it will compare with again index value is 1 and index plus value is 2, that means 31. So 19 would be compared to 31, and so on. This process will be continued to one pass. That means this element would be compared to all the elements over there. Now again the second element will compare all these elements, and in first pass this element would be sorted order. So here we calling the function here. When we call this function here, it will go to the function definition, and all these statements we are explained here, these statements would be executed. So at last we have to just print the list, whatever list we are getting here, because these instructions are creating a new list here. So this list will be printed in the sorted order. And then how can we do it? Now at the first place 2 was there. Now in the second pass 6 would be sorted here, third pass 11 would be here. Now all these elements would be sorted as per the passes going on. So this is the concept behind all this bubble sort. Now the insertion sort we will discuss in the next video.